Yo, greetings, guys. Greetings, and welcome to the breakdown with DJ Odyccy. It's another episode, and today I'm doing Afro house, tribal house, more like your black motion and everything. And then just something that's gonna keep you dancing, but something that's gonna sound a little bit more African as well. And then I'm hoping that you guys will actually love this. And without wasting time, man. Let's just play this. Yo, hey, man, I think it sounds amazing. It sounds like something that black motion would do. It's not 100% black motion, but it's something that black motion would do. Some people that do like your tribal house and everything. And then on this one, I'm using packs that I've been collecting, like some sounds which I've been collecting in terms of packs. Which is something that I'm gonna create like a new sample pack with these type of sounds in it. So these are kind of new for me, and I'm still gonna utilize them and create the new sample pack. But anyway, I have to drop sample packs anyway. I'm gonna drop new sample packs. I've been sleeping on sample packs, so I'm gonna drop more. I'm gonna make sure that there's a new sample pack every week. So every week you guys have to check out my store. The link is in the description to where my store is for sample packs. And then if you want some hip hop beats or whatever, I'll put the link as well in the description. And then without wasting time, man, let's break it down. You know how we do this. We do this pattern by pattern, people. And as usual, the first pattern rather be a kick or some drums. So let's get into the kick. So this is the kick. This is how it sounds like. Get to pattern mode. So yeah, this is the kick. And then the next thing, so I'll give you guys the kick soon. It will be in the sample pack. So my next sample pack will have these sounds and more sounds coming. So the next thing is the rim shot. So what happens with the rim shot, I put it on a snare thing here, and then I've increased some reverb on it, just to make it a little bit full into the song. And then next thing is some kind of percussions in a way. As you can see, it's written percussions. So it's how they sound. So for now, these are written in names that if it was like from my own sample pack, I would know that it's a rim shot, it's that, but the other rim shot comes from my sample pack anyway. And then there's a new rim shot from my sample pack. So I guess when I got to this point, I was like, nah, let me try using other sounds. So I started hustling for other sounds. So now these are the percussions. The first thing on the percussions here is the rim shot. And then there was this snare like sound. So I needed something that's gonna keep me going, that's gonna make me have the rhythm, like because I was feeling like, actually I wasn't thinking black motion when I made this. I was just thinking I'm gonna make a beat, and then in the middle of it I was like, yeah, but this sounds like a black motion type of feel. So for me, this was the rhythm, nyana. And that's it. That gave me like the flow. And then I added this one, the suruba thingy. Sounds nice, yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. And then without knowing it, I had like a nice percussion loop. So I'll create that, something like that, as well as loops into sample packs. Like my next Afro House sample pack will have maybe percussion loops, drum loops, some vocal loops, but this time the vocal loops will not be as long as how I did them on the other thing. I'll probably do like your 2-bar, 4-bar vocal loops, which you can chop and still do something amazing with. It's just to make sure that you have this thing into your beat, like when you have a little vocal, so that you can be able to have another vocalist to come and sing for your beats. But otherwise, that sums it up. And then I have a shaker here. So I needed something that's gonna not be on beat. Like with the shakers, I did what I normally do. If you watch my tutorials, I just increase the feed. And then without the feed, it sounds like this. And then you feed it. So now you have, and it's a nice feeling. And then again, I have this sound. It's a tom. It's all alone, my friend. And then I have these other percussions here. Yeah, the percussions. They sound like this. Well, let's break them down. So as well, these I'll also make a loop the way they sound. I'll create a nice loop for you guys to actually use this in my sample pack. So meaning it's not gonna be free. Sorry guys. Just support the nyana there. So in these percussions you have a timbal, and then you have this wood, and then I had this percussion here, sounded nice, and then I had this percussion, this hit one. my sample pack that you guys have some sounds which sound like this one, but I'll create more of these type of sounds. This hit that comes on. You can hear it gives it that day, my friend. Yo. And then the next pattern is the hand clap. It sounds like this. It's that simple. It's just the rhythm of the beat, nothing major. And then I have a crash. Easy. And then the next pattern, these are rim shots. Actually, this was supposed to be just rim shots. And then I included some percussions on top of the rim shot to create a sound that sounds like this. So it's all four of them. They're playing the same thing the same way. It's this percussion. It's the rim shot. Another percussion, a house percussion, something like a shaker, and this one sounds like a snare, but it has more lows on it. And then yeah, I think now you get to the sound effects like I normally do, the sound effect sound, this one, and it goes like, and I also added like a tom and a hat on top, which when playing together is so as you can see, let's track this. As you can see, like this, like some small shots of like a one thing here, but it's chopped into 6 things so that it can just be like a roll, but so it rolls fast. And then so on the sound effect, all these 3 sounds, they go into the sound effect, the SFX thingy, and then as usual, I put a delay and I put a reverb. So this is one sound which stands out in the song. You know, if you listen to Prince KB a lot, he does a lot of sounds, does a lot of things like this. Where you're listening, like, there's always that thing going on. He loves those things. And then, so if you want to do those type of things, so just add a reverb and a delay, and then you can just EQ however you EQ. But I didn't EQ much on this. I just took out the lows. So whenever I mix a song, I make sure that we don't have too many lows, because the lows affect the sound a lot, you know. So most of your sounds, kill the lows. Sometimes kill the highs, but kill the lows. Unless you're dealing with a bass or a kick. But otherwise, the other things, man, kill the lows. So now let's get to the bass line. So I don't normally use hypersonic, but when I was making this, I was like, but I need a bass line which sounds like it's real, you know, like a bass guitar. And then I remembered, like, oh yeah, hypersonic has this bass lines which are like real, like electric bass, you know. So let me see, electric like electric basses. So I chose one of these. So I took finger P bars, slap, whatever, and then this is how my bass looks like. Yeah, it looks complicated, but wait, so this is how it plays. Okay, let's play this. Because, man, when you're dealing with things like Black Motion, you know, these guys have guitarists, they have all these things, you know. So if you don't have guitarists, you have to like find a way to actually make your bass sound real, like a bass guitarist was in your studio, you know. So I came up with this, you know. It's not 100%, but it's hella fine, you know. It took a lot of hard work to do such a thing. And then that's how it looks, man. And this is how it feels. I hope you guys like it. And then I went into Sample Tank and I got me a guitar. And then this is how the guitar sounds like. Let's play this. So it's humbucker, so it's electric guitar, and it's humbucker. And then I chose the jazz one. And then so as you can even hear the bass, the guitar, I mean, it also follows the rhythm of the drums, how they sound. But this is the sound that I started with. When I started playing, I just went in and then started playing the guitar. Let me do this. I just started playing. And then I just... So it went... So it became so simple when I was playing it, and I was like, okay, this sounds nice. And then I just started making a beat, and then that's how it sounded. And then this was the initial thing that I started the beat with. I actually included the kick after a lot of drums. And then the next thing was piano. From Nexus, and it sounds like this. So it's a basic, it's just some basic chords. There's nothing major to it. I did not even put like the lows on it, you know. And then the only thing I did on again, you know, cut-offs. So it doesn't have a lot of cut, but I cut off some lows, you know, like I said, you don't need a lot of lows when you're making music, especially when you know you're gonna add a bass line, you know. And then if you don't have a bass line, you can put the lows, and then you're good because you want your song to be full. But if you want to put a bass line, you don't want your bass line to come in and find this other low sound which will affect it, and then you feel like these things, they're clashing. So you don't want these things to clash. Before you even side chain, bruh, you need to know that my bass doesn't clash with the bass from a piano, you know. And then the next thing was a string. I went into Contact 5. I'm sorry for using these big plugins. So it's Contact 5. Some people use Contact 6. I still love Contact 5. And that's how it sounds. It's an orchestral string. As you can hear, man, it's again cinematic. Yes, I pronounced it well. Yes, cinematic. That's how easy it is. So it's just the root note plus a fifth of it. And the next thing, I went into Nexus and I got me some brass. It's called brass staccato from Nexus, and this is how it looks, and then this is how it plays. And what I did a lot of cut-offs with it. It could have been, it should have, yeah, it could have been like that. But I needed it to sound like this, like into the song, you know, mixing the song with everything else. And then same brass, I added like a high to it, a high note to it. So yeah, that's how the brass sounds like. It's still the same brass, just different key. And then what's here? It's another. It's a string. What I did with the string was I had to automate it so that it can go in every time when the song changes. And then let's put it on the song mode and then play these two together. And then this is how it sounds. As you can see, like there's just an automation going on around here. And the automation comes from it's this string. This is the first string. There's a second string. Comes from this. That's how I automate my things most of the time with an EQ when I want to do a cutoff, more like a filter. But this time you do like a manual filter, unlike finding a plugin which deals with filtering. And then let's go back to pattern mode and find the last sound instrument in this. And it's a kalimba, it's a marimba sort of a sound, but it's a mallet, bright mallet inside Purity, and it sounds like. And that's how simple it sounds, like as easy as that. And then you can see the MIDI, and then the next thing, as usual, is just like some kind of a riser using a reverse crash. So it's just the reverse crash. And that sums up the song. So that's how you actually make a black motion type of production. Dr. Moruti, people like that. And then so I'll deal with a package and create like a nice sample pack, and then it should be coming out very soon. When the sample packs comes out, but I'm saying that I should be working hard to make sure that there's a new sample pack every week. There should be a sample pack. I'm still gonna decide on which day exactly, but there should be a sample pack every week. That's one. Two, I'm becoming more consistent with making tutorials because I'm back. So yeah, I hope you guys love this tutorial, and I'm very grateful to every one of you. I see the love is real. Like, yo guys, you guys don't understand, guys. Like, you guys, like, your love is real, like it's proper. It's thank you very much. And there's nothing else that I can do or say, but the love is real. And then I'll be having another challenge. I hope this one is also dope, and for people that, I don't know if I should run it for maybe 3 weeks so that people can enter and then find it and then everything, because some people were trying to enter late on the last challenge we had, and they felt left out, and I'm very, very sorry for that. Yo guys, next time, till we meet next time, I'll see you on my next tutorial. Let's just play this, yeah.